Last May, we had a hailstorm roll through the Twin Cities. One of my clients got hit, $22,000 in roof damage. Sounded like an open and shut case, right? His standard homeowner's policy covers hail, except when he filed the claim, he found out he owed $8,000 out of pocket. Not because his coverage was bad, because of something on his policy that catches Minnesota homeowners by surprise every single spring. By the end of this, you'll know exactly what your homeowner's insurance actually covers when hail hits, and more importantly, what it doesn't. Let's start with the good news. Standard homeowners policies in Minnesota, there are the HO3 or HO5 forms. They cover hail damage to your roof, gutters, siding, windows, HVAC equipment, even your garage if you have a detached one. In my agency, we see this covered pretty straightforwardly when the claim gets filed. The damage is sudden, it's accidental, and that's what insurance is insured for. Now, here's where it gets tricky. A lot of Minnesota policies have a separate hail and wind deductible, not the $500 or $1,000 deductible you know about. We're talking 1 to 2% of your home's insured value. So if your house is insured for $400,000 and you've got a 1% hail deductible, that's $4,000 you're paying out of pocket. 2%, that's $8,000. That's the situation my client ran into. He had no idea that deductible was on there until he needed it. Here's the second thing nobody asks about until claim time. Are you paying for replacement cost or actual cash value? Replacement cost pays you what it costs to replace your roof today. Actual cash value pays you that minus depreciation. On a roof that's 12 years old, you might get 50 cents on the dollar. So a roof that costs 18 grand to replace, you walk away with 8 or 9,000. Make sure you know which one you have before a storm hits. And here's number 3. More and more insurers in Minnesota are adding what they call cosmetic damage exclusions. Basically, if there's a dent or a scratch that doesn't affect how the material works, they don't cover it. If you've got a metal roof or metal siding, you need to check your policy for this. You might be looking at visible damage that your insurance won't touch. The number one mistake I see from homeowners in this area, they assume their homeowner's insurance works the same way for everybody. Minnesota ranks at the very top for hail frequency and severity. The average hail claim here is $30,000. That's the highest in the country per capita. Carriers know this, which is why they're charging more and adding these deductibles and exclusions. Your neighbor 3 blocks over in St. Paul might have a completely different coverage situation than you. You don't have to wait for a storm to figure this out. Call your agent today. Takes 5 minutes. Ask 3 questions. Do I have a separate wind and hail deductible? And what is it? Am I on replacement cost or actual cash value for my roof? And do I have a cosmetic damage exclusion? Those 3 answers tell you everything you need to know about where you stand. Call us right now at 763-733-7475. We're licensed in Minnesota, Wisconsin, North Dakota, South Dakota, Iowa, Illinois, Ohio, Missouri, Nebraska, Kansas, and Arizona. We can get you a quote in about 3 minutes and walk through exactly what you have. You can also use the link in the description.